Still remember the way it began. Quiet night, your trembling hand. We didn't know what love would cost. We just believed, we just felt lost. The world felt big, the days fell long. Every feeling felt so strong. We said forever like it was free, like time was always on our side. Life had other plans for us, it taught us how to fall. We built our walls, we learned to run, barely talked at all. I tried to live a different life, with different faces, different names, but every road I ever took still sounded just the same. Cause every lonely midnight drive, every half-remembered tune kept bringing back the sound of you, like love never left the room. And every mirror showed my truth, no matter what I tried to say. Some hearts don't move on easily, they just learn how to wait. After all these years, after all this time, every broken dream I had still knew your name was mine. After all these tears, every goodbye I feared, I finally understand it now. I loved you after all these years. I saw you standing in the rain, like a scene I'd seen before. The same old look inside your eyes, still asking for something more. We talked about the lives we built, the things we lost, the things we kept. You said love never really dies, it just holds its breath. Your voice was softer than before, but stronger in its way. You said time changes everything, but not what's meant to stay. I saw the past in every smile, the future in your fear. And in that fragile moment, I knew why you were here. I don't know what tomorrow brings, or how much we can take, but I know what my heart is saying for the first time awake. If love is more than perfect plans, more than pride and scars, then maybe we were never lost, just pulled too far apart. After all these years, after all this pain, every road I tried to follow led me back again. After all these nights I spent alone in fear, I finally understand it now. I loved you after all these years. If this is all we get tonight, just borrow time, just borrow truth. Let me hold you like I know I might still lose you. And if tomorrow takes you away, if courage slips, if faith disappears, just know this heart never forgot it loved you all these years. After all these years, I'm standing here with every word I never said finally clear. Through the dark, through the doubt, through everything I feared, I don't regret a single moment. I loved you after all these years. promises tonight. I don't need the past erased. All I need is one last truth before this turns to yesterday. After all these years, I still love you.
Thought I knew what letting go meant. I packed my heart and closed the door. I told myself some loves are seasons, they're not meant to be anymore. I filled the silence with new voices, learned how to laugh on cue. But every quiet Sunday morning still feels unfinished without you. Worn a smile in crowded rooms, heard my name in someone else's tone. But love was never just about being held, it's about where you feel at home. I try to change the way I feel, convince my heart to learn something new. But some loves don't follow reason, they just quietly stay true. I tried to call mine, still knows your name somehow. I may have learned to live without you, I may have learned to hide, but you're the love I never left behind. I remember nights we talked till dawn about a life we'd someday live. We didn't know how fragile love was or how much courage it would need. We let the world speak louder than the truth we couldn't say. We thought time would wait for us, but time had its own way. I see your shadow in old songs and photographs I keep away. Not to hurt, not to cry, just to remember who I was that day. I don't regret the love we had or the price we couldn't pay. Some loves are not meant to end, they just change the way they stay. If love is more than perfect timing, more than staying close, then maybe losing you was never really losing you the most. You're the love I never left behind. Through every year, every mile, every heart I tried to hold, still search for your smile. I don't need to change the past or pretend I'm fine. You're the love I never left behind. If this is all we ever share, just memory and truth, let me say what I never said, I was always choosing you. And if your life is full now, if your heart has found its place, just know mine still remembers
face. You're the love I never left behind. Not in yesterday, but now. In every breath I still believe. In every silent vow, I don't ask for one more chance. I don't ask for a sign. I just live with the truth. You're the love I never left behind. Never left behind. Never left behind. Never left behind. I've learned how to fill my days with words that don't mean much. I've learned how to laugh on cue and forget the need for touch. I tell myself I'm doing fine, that I don't miss you anymore. But every time the night gets quiet, I hear your heart knock on my door. I've walked these streets 1,000 times with different thoughts, same view. Every face just passes by, but none of them feel like you. They say the past should stay behind, like it never knew my name. But love is not a simple thing. It doesn't play that game. Every song that sounds like love, every slow and broken tune, always seems to find its way back to thoughts of you. Every time the night gets quiet, I feel you near again. In the spaces between heartbeats, where the truth still lives. I can fool the world all day, say I'm finally through. But every time the night gets quiet, I fall back into you. I remember how you used to say, don't be afraid to stay. But I was young and full of pride and scared to feel that way. I thought love meant never breaking, never losing control. But love is really standing still when fear is at its worst. I don't blame you for the tears or the nights we let slip by. We were learning how to breathe while love was learning how to cry. I see it now in memory, not frozen, not untrue, just a part of who I am, a part I owe to you. If love is more than holding on, more than learning when to fight, then maybe loving you like I would again. Every time the night gets quiet, I stop pretending I'm okay. I let the truth come back to life and everything I couldn't say. Through the years, through all the noise, through everything I do, every time the night gets quiet, I still belong to you. I still love you. Didn't know your name back then, didn't know your face, but every dream I ever had was saving you a place. I felt you in the quiet nights before you were real, like love was waiting patiently for me to learn how to feel. I walked through years of empty rooms with laughter that felt rehearsed. I almost fell for almost love, but nothing broke the curse. Something in me always knew I was missing something true. Every road I followed blindly still was leading me to you. Every song that touched my soul, every prayer I never knew, was my heart already learning how to speak your truth. I loved you before I knew, before your hand touched mine, before your eyes told my heart I was running out of time. I loved you in every dream, in every lonely night I knew. Somehow, somewhere all along, I loved you before I knew. I remember when we finally met, like time just stood still. Every fear I ever carried suddenly learned to heal. You smile like you've been waiting to, like this was overdue, like love had always known exactly what to do. We weren't perfect, we were real. We learned the hard way how to fall. We let the world speak louder than the truth inside us all. But even when we lost our way, we let the silence grow. My heart never stopped believing in the love we used to know.
before I knew. I loved you. I've built a life from broken plans, from almost love and second chances. I've learned to smile, to understand how to survive without your glances. I fill my days with busy nights and conversations that felt thin, but every quiet moment still remembers where you've been. They said the heart learns how to change. The time can teach you how to move. But every song that sounds like love still sounds unfinished without you. I tried to run, I tried to stay, I tried pretending I was fine. But some loves don't fade away, they just live quietly inside. Every road I ever choose still leads me back to you. Will always be with you. I remember nights we barely spoke, just holding on, afraid to fall. Love was loud inside our souls, but silence stood between us all. We were young, we were proud, we thought time was on our side. We didn't know that love sometimes needs courage just to survive. I see your face in passing cars and window lights and empty streets. Every place I've ever been still feels incomplete. I don't blame you, I don't cry. I've learned to carry what is true. Some hearts don't need to say goodbye, they just keep loving you. If love is more than
is you.
Chased the morning in 1,000 towns, slept in places I don't remember now. I've worn a smile I didn't feel, just to prove my heart could heal. I told myself I'd learn to be someone stronger, someone new. But every road I walked alone still whispered back to you. I've heard love dressed in different names, felt it once or twice before, but it never stayed past midnight, never knocked on my door. They said time would change my mind, that memories would fade away. But some loves don't disappear, they just learn how to stay. Every late night song on the radio, every slow dance I refuse, every time I almost fall in love, I'm still comparing them to you. You're still the one I come back to when the world feels cold and wide. Still the fire I run toward when every light has died. I may try to walk away, I may swear I'm finally through, but after all the lives I live, you're still the one I come back to. I remember the way you'd laugh at me when I took myself too serious. You believed in things I couldn't see, made broken dreams feel glorious. You held my hand through silent days when words were hard to find. You loved me when I couldn't love the man I was inside. We let pride talk louder than truth, let fear decide our fate. We chose to be right instead of close, and learned too late to wait. I walked away without looking back, like I was strong, like I was free. But every step away from you was a step away from me. If love is more than perfect timing, more than youth and truth, then maybe what we lost back then is still alive in me and you. You're still the one I come back to when the night won't let me sleep. Still the name my heart remembers, still the promise it keeps. I can lie to everyone else, say I'm done, say I'm through, but after all the lives I live, you're still the one I come back to. If this is all we ever get, just one more moment, one more view, let me be honest just this once, I never stop loving you. And if tomorrow pulls us apart, if courage fails, if faith runs dry, just know this heart was always yours, no matter how hard I try. You're still the one I come back to after every fall and fight. Still the truth I run toward in the middle of the night. If loving you is all I do, if this This is where my story's true. And after all the roads I choose, you're still the one I come back to. I don't need to change the past or make a promise new. I just needed you to know I always came back to you. Still the one I come back to. I've learned how time can change your face, but not the way your heart remembers. I've seen the seasons come and go like quiet, unanswered letters. Filled my days with better plans, with reasons just to carry on. But every dream I try to hold feels borrowed, never strong. I'm still in love with you. I remember how you used to say, love doesn't need to rush. But I was young and full of fear and scared of feeling too much. I thought strength meant letting go and never looking back. Strength is knowing what you lost and living with the fact. I don't regret the nights we cried or words we couldn't say. Some loves are meant to shape your life, not always meant to stay. I carry you in quieter ways, in choices, not in tears, in who I across the years.
Somewhere between then and now, I stop pretending I'm okay. I let the truth come back to life in everything I couldn't say. Through the years, through all the noise, through everything I do, somewhere between then and now, between then and now, I still love you. I still love you.
I thought I'd seen enough of love to know how stories end. I learned to walk away in time and never look again. I kept my heart behind my smile, I kept my nights composed, but every dream I ever had still somehow led you close. I've lived a life of almost right, of words I never said. I've held on just to let things go and slept beside regret. They said the past is just a place you visit now and then, but every time I miss myself, I find you there again. Every promise I believed, every truth I tried to hide, still echoes through my quiet nights, calling out your name inside. No matter where life takes me, no matter what I do, there's always a part of my heart that's still in love with you. I may learn to keep on breathing, I may learn to get by, but no matter where life takes me, you're the reason why. I remember how you held my hand like you already knew that someday I would need the strength I once found next to you. You saw the man I couldn't be, you believed when I would doubt. You loved me through my silences before I shut you out. We let the world decide our pace, we let our timing slip. We thought that love would always wait while pride controlled our lips. I don't blame you, I don't cry, I've learned what love can be. Some hearts don't need to stay together to stay honestly. If love is more than holding on, more than standing still, then maybe losing you that day was never losing you for real. No matter where life takes me, through every year, every sign, there's always a quiet corner 'cause I loved you too. No matter where life takes me, through the dark, through the light, I carry you in every song, every lonely night. I don't need a second chance, I don't need goodbye. No matter where life takes me, you'll always be my wife. No matter where life takes me, I still love you. I used to think love was just a word, something people said when they were scared. I watched it break in other hands and disappear like it was never there. I learned to smile and play it safe, to never give too much away. But every wall I built in time still left your name inside. I met the night in empty rooms with late night radio songs. Every singer sounded like they knew exactly what went wrong. I tried to lose myself in crowds and faces I'd forget by dawn. But even in 1,000 hearts, yours was the one I heard. 'Cause every love I tried to fake fell apart in my hands, and every dream I tried to chase still followed your footsteps back. If love ever had a voice, it would sound like you. Every broken melody, every truth I never knew. If love ever had a name, it would be the one you gave. I'd recognize it anywhere, through the joy, through the pain. I remember how you looked at me like I was something worth the fight, like even in my weakest days I still deserve the light. You saw me when I hid my fear, when I pretended I was strong. You loved the man I was inside before I proved you wrong. Time moved on as time will do. It tested every part of us. We learn how silence sounds when love is scared to speak up. I said things I can't take back. You cried words I couldn't hear. We walked away believing that love wasn't enough that year. But years have a way of teaching hearts what pride will never know. Some goodbyes are just love that didn't know how to grow. If love ever had a voice, it would call your name through every mile, through every scar. Nothing ever changed. If love ever had a song, it
just know you were the best part of every chapter of my life. And if someone loves you better in ways I never could, I'll thank them for the man I am and the love you understood. If love ever had a voice, it would cry and it would pray. It would say some hearts don't leave, they just learn how to stay. If love ever had a choice, I know what it would do. It would find its way back home every single time. I don't need forever promised, I don't need the past to bend. I just needed you to know I'd love you again and again. If love ever had a voice, it was always you. I've learned how days can fill themselves with reasons just to move along. I've learned to smile at passing faces and pretend my heart is strong. I tell myself I'm over you, that I've already paid my due, but every quiet truth I face still sounds like you. I've walked away more times than once, said goodbye like I believe, but love is not a light you turn off. It's a ghost that never leaves. They said time would heal the past like it never crossed my mind, but some loves don't break or bend, they just stay behind. Every road I try to follow, every dream I try to choose, ends up asking the same question: what if I still love you? I never learned to stop loving you. No matter how
was worth the fall. Like love was something strong enough to survive it all. You saw me when I hit my fear, when I didn't know my worth. You loved the man I couldn't be before I learned to hurt. We let the world speak louder than the truth we couldn't say. We thought love would wait forever, but we let it slip away. I don't blame you, I don't cry. I've learned what love can do. Some hearts don't need to stay together to stay honest too. If love is more than timing, more than holding tight, then maybe loving you forever means loving you in spite. I never learned to stop loving you. Through every year, every mile, every heart I tried to give myself, still search for your smile. I don't need a second chance, I don't need something new. I never learned to stop loving you. If this is all we're meant to be, just memory and truth, let me say what I never said. I was always choosing you. And if your life is full now, if your heart has found its place, just know mine still remembers every line of your face. I'll never learn to stop loving you. I stop pretending instead. I let the truth live quietly in everything I never said. Through the dark, through all the noise, through everything I do, I never learned to stop loving you. Never learned to stop loving